Hi, Sean Huxter here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. Not to be outdone by Zuru, who makes mini brands. MGA makes Miniverse, which is a similar product, and this is the black light that we can use to cure resins. But MGA also makes this, which is very much in line with some of the Zuru Smashers sort of things. It is a toy where you open it up, some chemical reactions happen, and then you find a toy and you build it. And I got this on a very deep discount at a clearance on at Target, and it was even less than $3.49. It was like maybe $2 or something. They're on deep clearance right now, or they were when I shot this video. Well, first of all, it's obviously a dinosaur skeleton, pretty ugly in itself, and then it's wrapped with all this ugly rubber slime, which of course is just rubber. It's not slime or anything. It's just rubber. And then it does say "Read Me First." So this is a GrossMos Series 1. I don't know if there's a name other than that, but it's GrossMos, like if it's a model or anything. So we're going to open the guide first. First of all, we're going to cut the... Actually, does this come off like so? Or do I have to cut it? Yeah, it's pretty strong on there, probably for good reason. I'm going to cut this rope, and then we'll whip out the old instruction guide. The rest is nonsense, don't need it, packaging. And pull out the guide and see the instructions, because they say read me first, and I'm glad I did, because there are some interesting instructions here. So let's find out what we have to do page by page. First, you have to unwrap this, which is to pull this away and take the ugly goo off his head. And then we open up an eye socket and pull out this tab, I think, and pull it out completely. And then we have to pour water. I have a little guessed here, 3 ounces, just 2.5 ounces of water. This says more than 2 ounces, 2 fluid ounces, so that's fine. And then you pour it in, and then you wait. And apparently it's going to ooze snot and stuff. Then step 5, you dig through that snot and stuff, because that's going to be pleasant. And then you build a dinosaur. And then you take this substance here and apply a little pipette and feed the dinosaur. Skull, like you're feeding a skull. And then you squeeze, oh no, I'm sorry, the dinosaur, not the skull, the dinosaur that you create. And then there's a gooey, icky surprise. And then, of course, there's important information. And then there's collect all 8. So it looks like there's going to be a mystery dinosaur in there. I don't know which one we'll get. Let's speculate on which one I would like to get. I've seen enough T-Rexes. I don't really need another one. I love my Triceratopses. If I can get a Triceratops, that'd be good. That's a Dilophosaurus, I think. The one that took out Nedry in Jurassic Park. This is another, I don't know exactly the name of this one. It's similar to a Triceratops, but it's got all those horns. Then there's a surprise here, which looks to be skeletal. So I'm thinking a skeletal Rex is a surprise. And then there's the, oh, you know what? I used to know the name of that one. Dilophosaur. And of course, if I can get, I always love a Stegosaurus too. If I can get a Stegosaurus, that'd be cool. And the last one should probably be, a Pachycephalosaurus. Okay, interesting. And what else do we have? Feed to reveal a surprise barf. Boogers. Okay. Oh, good lord. So the Triceratops boogers come out the nose. Oh dear. The Pachycephalosaurus comes out its butt. And the T-Rex comes out its mouth. And we'll find out. Putting that aside, I don't think I need the instructions anymore, but I tell you what I do need. To keep my table, as pristine as obviously I've kept it over the many videos I've been doing here, I'm using Mr. Aluminum Tray, because guys, this is going to get messy. All right, let's follow the instructions, and I don't know if I'm just going to follow them here. Step 1 is unwrap, obviously, right? Let's unwrap. And it looks to me like you're supposed to just be able to pull it here, but I think those are on pretty strong. I don't know if you're going to need a cutting tool here. Yeah, this is not coming apart, so I'm going to slice up through here, and that's done. And then we'll pull away the ugly, gross covering. Maybe I can use it as like a glove. I wonder if I can use it as a glove. Kinda. Okay, let's put that aside. And now it says pull. So we open up the eye socket. I'm doing everything over this because I'm not sure what's going to happen when. And I'll zoom down just a little, tilt down. So we've done this, and now we have to pull. So we take this and we pull, and there is a little strip in there, and so we pull until it's fully out. And it is not coming out very... Oh, look. Okay, so that has left some powder all over my table. Now I'm going to assume that powder was supposed to fall inside. So I'm going to scoop that up and just put it inside because I'm pretty sure I know what's about to happen. And I would like it to happen properly. So I'm going to pause the camera, shove that back in, and we'll continue. Scooped up all the powder into a little funnel, and I've sealed off the funnel. And now we're going to, we're going to put that back into the dinosaur because we want it inside and not outside. And we're going to use the funnel in a moment. Let's get that down to the bottom. And of course, more comes out. Oh well, you know what? We're just going to do it. Now, next step is pour the water in. And I brought the funnel for this reason because I know that the water's not going to go in this. The angle's too weird. So I'm going to pour it in like so. And then we're going to watch what happens. And look, already it begins. So it is now definitely oozing over, leaking out the orifices. I think it's about to come out the eye here, looks like. Let me shake it up a bit. Oh yeah, it is oozing nicely. Let's get down there and look at it. Oh, it's oozing real nice. And I don't know how long it's supposed to take. Oh, it just says, oh, helpful, when the hourglass turns over, I guess. So it is oozing. It's not coming out the nose very well, but oh, it's definitely starting to come out the eye now. Look at that bubble. It looks like an eyeball about to burst. And I think we're supposed to wait until the reaction stops, but I'm going to let it run for a little while because this is kind of cool. This is kind of what this is all about. This is definitely GromssMos, and it's supposed to be engrossing and a gross out toy, so I think mission accomplished. Let's let it go for a little bit longer. It starts to die down. I'm going to open it up and dig in there and get the parts out. And then I'll clean this up before we assemble our monster. And then have to feed it and have it barf, which happens a bit later. I think it's about to die down. I think it's kind of, reaction is finished now. Yeah, definitely. All right, I'll take this, clean it up, and we'll get back to you. Okay, we've rinsed Scully off. Now, obviously, the whole point of this is to open this up and dig around in the ooze. But I've cleared this out pretty entirely. I've flushed this out with water deeply so we can get into the toy. And, you know, if you're playing with a kid with this, which is, of course, the entire point, that's supposed to be fun. And as long as you know you got your tray handy and you've got some ways to clean up afterwards, it's fine. So now the next thing is to, I believe, open it up, dig inside, which we're not digging, and then build the dino. So we don't know which one we're getting either, so let's find out. Okay. So we've got, oh, it's the Tyrannosaur, I think, with a spike on its head. Let me just check. Yeah, so it's the Tyrannosaur, I think. They don't name them here, but I know what they are. Yeah, it's the kind of one I didn't want because I already have enough Tyrannosaurs. And there's that guy right there. And there's a leg. And there's the body, the torso. Then there's an arm. There's still some of the slime at the bottom, but I mostly flushed it out. There's an arm here. And another leg right here. There'll be another arm in there somewhere. There it is, right here at the front. And then we can close that up, and we can have Scully sit back. Now this comes in a little bit later. That's the food, by the way. All right, again, Nurse William, paper towel, please. Thank you. I'm gonna just rinse this off a bit because it's kind of still runny with the water. And we're gonna build this thing. So again, I always put the arms on first because when you put heads and tails on and stuff, it often is more difficult to get the arms on. So this is very rubbery. So a good way I find is to squeeze the hole to kind of stretch it. And then this kind of goes in a little easier, like so. Oh, just tiny little arms. And now the legs. Not sure you can squeeze. Oh, so this is a rubbery kind of bladdery body. So again, squeeze this out and this will go in much easier. So again, squeeze the hole and then get that in like so. And there's our full dinosaur. We don't need a head. I guess we do. Let's pop the head on. So the head is keyed. So you got to put it in like so and then turn it. Is it keyed just for one direction, I wonder? Could be. Yeah, there you go. And so that's our full dinosaur. Now, let's compare that to a dinosaur of the Zuru Smashers. Obviously, Zuru has a cartoonish style to them, and all of their dinosaurs and pirates and aliens have this wonderful kind of cartoony style, which is great. You'll notice, of course, that MGA's is more detailed in color, it's also cartoony, but in a different way. This almost looks like the Star Trek Gorn, don't you think? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so that's our dinosaur. Now we're going to feed it. And the next step is to take our feed bowl, our feed container, pull the inner seal out, and then put the pipette back on and feed it. Okay, let's do it. Of course, this will have to be cleaned up again afterwards. So we pop this off. Does this unscrew or does it? Yeah, it unscrews. So unscrew it, then pull the foil cover off, which I'm always find you need a tool for because this foil gets into the threads to the point where you just can't reach it, I don't think. So let's pull that off gently, careful. It's going to be messy, so don't spill it. Get our pipette back in place. And just one more look at the instructions to see the direction. So it just says, go ahead, push it in and feed. All right, we'll do it. Is there a hole there? Yeah, so there's a hole right there. You put the pipette into the hole. As you can see, it stays. And let's feed this guy. Oh, actually, you know what? I was holding the pipette too close to the back of his throat so nothing would go inside. So I'm going to try to get all of this. Ooh. So this is also a slime, but it's a very slippery, gross slime. And now what you're supposed to do is squeeze the body. You know what? You can probably suck this all back up and do it again. So if you hold it upright and squeeze, the air comes out, but the liquid doesn't. Then you can go in here and grab up more liquid. And then feed him again. And I think you can probably rinse and repeat. Do this as many times as you want. As long as you can retrieve some of the liquid. And then you go, let's get a little closer. Not feeling so well. Oh, God. Shouldn't have eaten that Tyrannosaur. That little Tyrannosaur. He wasn't harming anybody. That'll teach me. I should have eaten the Triceratops. So, once that's done, you lift his body up a little because he's getting a little front heavy. And this is really kind of the gross slime that I don't like. It doesn't have any adherence or cohesion. It's just slimy. So, Nurse William, would you give me another? Thank you. It's just, Nurse, another one? Oh, yeah, this is... So don't be too concerned, guys. Nurse William had a look at Rex there, and Rex assures us he's feeling much better now. Right, Rex? Well, that's all I can do. So, for Magical Little Worlds, I'm Sean Huckster. We'll see you soon. Bye.